So what is a project manager? What do they actually do? And what does it take to become a good one? This video is going to be very important for those of you who are interested in a career in project management or those of you who have just started on your journey. So there are a few different organizations that define what a project manager is. Firstly, there's Prince2, which defines a PM as the person given authority and responsibility to manage the project on a day-to-day basis to deliver required products within the constraints agreed with the project board. PMI, on the other hand, defines a PM as the person assigned by the organization to lead the team that is responsible for achieving the project objectives. Overall, I think both definitions are pretty accurate, but they don't provide much context and aren't very useful. So, as a project manager myself, here's my take on it. Businesses and organizations around the world are changing at a pace faster than ever before. They're required to evolve quickly in order to keep up. There are always new laws and regulations being implemented, new technologies transforming the way we work, and new trends and ideas that are constantly improving our productivity and output. Because of this, organizations have to evolve and adapt to the times. If they don't, they will stagnate, and eventually, they will disappear. It's the people within the organizations that drive the change and make it happen. Now, if the change required is simple and can be done quickly, you won't need a project manager to take control. However, if the changes needed are more complex and need input from multiple people, or it's high risk, or it has a large cost associated to it, then it's wise to have a dedicated person running the entire operation. Typically, it's during a situation like this where an organization would require a project manager. Senior leadership within the organization would hire somebody and give them authority to do what is needed in order to deliver the changes specified. The kind of person that would make a successful project manager would need to have some special skills or characteristics. You would need to be able to identify very quickly what needs to be done, by whom, and when. You would need to then be able to track progress of the project and be able to report it accurately. You would also need to identify any threats or opportunities that could change the plans or potentially derail the projects. Ideally, you would want to be a strong problem solver who would be able to manage your time and eventually develop the capability to manage your entire team. Strong communication skills are a must, as you would seek to influence people from across the organization to ensure that the things you need to get done. So those are the core characteristics that you need to become a successful project manager. It may sound a bit simple, but it is taking a high level view that hopefully makes it a lot easier for you to understand. Don't let this simple explanation fool you into thinking that the role of a project manager is easy though. After all, there's a reason why the average salary of a project manager is around £55,000 and can rise substantially depending on experience. That's because it can be an incredibly challenging role that requires a strong level of flexibility to succeed. Different organizations will have different expectations from you as a project manager, with different approaches and styles proving to be more effective. However, there will always be a pressure from organizations to ensure that the end result is always a success. You will typically be expected to be hands-on and go into detail to ensure that the project succeeds. Depending on the type of organization or project, you may have to take different approaches to get the desired result. If you're completely transforming a business, a bulldozer-like approach where you smash through obstacles to get change delivered might be more effective. But in other more complex situations, you might need to be more careful and precise to ensure minimal disruption to business as usual activities. Some projects may require a manager to have strong communication skills and charisma to help influence change and get messaging across to others within the organization. And other projects may call for a quieter manager who doesn't ruffle a lot of feathers. Knowing how to communicate is part of a challenge of a project manager, and you won't ever really know what kind of manager you are until you take time and develop within the role. At the interview stage, you may get a clearer idea, but it's not until you get stuck into a job that you truly find out. Styles can be altered depending on the project. However, there are some standard characteristics that are required in order to succeed. You have to ask yourself, can you plan tasks for yourself and others to make sure they get delivered in a timely manner? Do you have strong communication skills? Are you able to foster strong, trust-based relationships in the workplace? And are you able to lead and motivate others? If you've answered yes to these questions, then the odds are you would make a great project manager. It's normal to feel uncertain, and a lot of confidence comes from experience, so you should take some time to build up a strong foundation that will make you as prepared as possible for your first project manager role. As you start picking up skills and qualifications and start putting everything you learn into practice, you'll start to get more comfortable in the role and really begin to become a strong force in driving change within organizations. So there you have it. That's what a project manager is. I remember when I first started my project management career and I felt like I had no idea what was going on. And it was only by truly developing an understanding of what I needed to do that I was able to start succeeding in my role. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.